Hey, this is Khalid Farouk Hayek with Urban Kids Universe, and welcome to another episode of UKU Impacting Education Show, where we help early childhood educators, childcare directors, homeschoolers, and parents of 2 to 6 years old child make an impact. Today, it's an amazing topic, which is learning through play. And I would have to go with this topic over and over again with so many guests because it's a very, very nice to hear different feedback. Today, I have with me Pakhi Sansanwal, right?
Yes.
Welcome to the show. How's it going?
Thank you so much. It's going good. How are you all? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. It's an
Yeah.
amazing snowing day outside
Yes.
today.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I believe we live like almost 2 hours away from each other, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
2 hours.
you have a snow as well, right?
Yes, it's started to feel Christmassy, with the
Yeah. Oh,
snow
why?
around. Yeah.
It's amazing.
So,
As I told you before the call, I'm gonna take the kids later today
yes,
to
yes,
Waterloo Park so we can
yes.
really enjoy the snow and the light and
Yeah.
reflection on the snow. Okay. So you know what? This is your first time on the show, so
Yes.
welcome.
Thank you so
And I would
much.
love
Thank
that
you.
you introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we dive into the topic. And I have
Okay.
everything on my other screen. I'd start asking you the questions, and we keep
Okay.
going. Is that good?
Yeah. Yes,
Awesome.
good, good.
Please let us know.
Okay, so hello everyone. Good morning. My name is Pakhi Sansanwal and I am from India, a permanent resident in Canada. So I am a stay-at-home mom right now, maternity from the last 2 years, but I have my ECE from Humber.
Nice.
Yeah, so I came in Canada back in 2011, completed my ECE, and I have my ECE experience from the last 7 to 8 years. And
Nice.
now getting back into the field, it's feeling very nice.
So you
So,
got the ACE here, and then you went
yes.
to India. You
I
taught
went,
over there, and then you
yes,
came back to and teach here again.
yes,
Wow,
yes,
awesome.
yes. So that's how my journey has been. And I love being with small kids because, being around innocence and cute questions all the time, it's very nice. Yeah, exploring things, they keep exploring things. So I love being with small kids rather than the elder ones. But yeah, ECE has helped me to, help me explore a lot in my personal life also.
Awesome.
Now I have
Awesome.
my son, so I have a
How,
little help.
how old is your son?
He's only 2, so EC
Nice.
is helping me to handle
Oh,
him
awesome.
better. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, let's dive right into the
Yes.
topic. So today
Yeah.
we are going to talk about learning through play,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And honestly, this is a very big one.
Yes.
We all need it. Even
Yes.
parents, we need it. And I would love to always, as I mentioned, to see so many perspective. And I will keep coming back to this topic over and over again, just
Yes.
with different people because it's very, very important.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll ask you the first question that came to me. What what does it mean learning through play as an introduction to the topic? Go ahead.
So, basically learning through play is when a child is exploring things around him, playing in the surroundings. You don't give them specific material to play. So there's material around you and they start playing with that and they learn through it. So even if you're doing baking in the kitchen, so if you have a whisker and you have baking materials, so a child is learning through that also. So a child they start having a sense of social development, cognitive development through their environment and the surroundings. That is what learning through play is.
So basically,
You
you are
don't,
saying they're gonna go through their environment anyways, but you are just trying to create a play out of all of the
yes,
materials around.
yes, you are not giving them specific instructions. I mean, you are, but it's supervision, it's not instructions. So if they're playing, you direct them what they can do, but you're not instructing them that you have to do this and this and this and this. So they are exploring themselves, questioning themselves, answering their own questions in a lot of ways. So that's how they learn, uh, quite better, I feel, as an
Yeah.
ECE. Yeah.
Yes. So it's type of a guided teaching through a
Yes.
play, so they don't feel that they are like really learning something.
Yes.
They are
Yes.
playing, but they just
If you make a child sit on a table and a chair, and you tell them you have to do this and this and this, next you have to do this, the outcome it will not be the same as you're going to do the playway method. If you show them, oh, do you see, what can you show me which starts with B? So they might find something that starts with letter B or letter A. Yeah, that's playway method. But if they make them sit and give them instructions, they are too
Yes.
small to understand instructions.
Yes,
Yeah,
totally. You know what? I have so many questions about the make
yeah,
believe and the open-ended question. I will go through
yeah,
them. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about the social skills that the child does develop through the playing method. Okay. You as an ECE, when you guide them through that learning through play, do you have always goals to set up these what we call them the skills that you want to develop from that type of play?
Okay. So, as teachers, as ECEs,
Mhm.
even as parents, we have goals for our kids age and every day, right? So, we are going to teach them good habits through this, or bad habits we need to eliminate through doing this. So, the basic goal of learning through play is self confidence, right? Yeah. So, yes. So if you have dramatic play, a child learns to be like his mother or like his father. But there is a sense of self confidence that he is learning on his own. Social skills, that he is going to interact with you, he's going to ask questions, right? That boosts cognitive skills also. So social skills can be two, three children playing around. If you go an outdoor play, they might discuss whatever they've collected during outdoor play. So that's kind of social development, right? Self-confidence. They're talking about their surroundings. They're talking about what they've learned through play, but not in the class. Giving instructions, they won't understand what the teacher is trying to have a lesson in the class. But outside or inside, when the teacher has let you free, you're learning through play, they might discuss it later. Oh, we were learning this.
Yes. You know what?
Yeah.
I found a very interesting that you can take the learning through play to the next level when you start asking open-ended question, right? When you just not just like start by observing them, right? And then whatever they're doing, start asking them
Yes.
very nice, gentle, short form questions
Yes.
so they can just start
And
develop that
the
confidence.
answers can be very surprising because you might think that this, letter A can be an alligator, but they might give you a completely different answer and a correct answer also.
Yes,
So
always.
they'll surprise you a lot of times when they
Well, I
learn
have
to play.
Absolutely. I have a story. I would like to talk about the make believe story. I believe one day we were like visiting my brother-in-law. Okay. And he has two kids, and I have Senna with me. Senna, she's 3 years old, my daughter Senna. And he has two kids, a little bit older, and all of them, they were coloring, right? And then Senna, like she doesn't really know how to color a lot. So she's just took the yellow, the color yellow, and then she's just scrapping like on the paper, like something like that. So I start asking her, okay, what are you doing? What do we have here? And she said, it's all scrap, by the way, like scrapping.
Yeah.
Okay. She said, this is a sun. Here
Yeah.
we have a school bus. They're
Yeah.
all yellow, but in her
Yeah.
mind, she
Yeah.
painted a full universe.
Yes.
Like we were
Yes.
laughing to the point my brother-in-law, he said, she painted here a full universe,
Yes.
all made by yellow because
Yes.
she can't imagine it. This is
Yes.
amazing. This is so good.
You'll see a lot of times children making a car out of a Lego, and they'll
Totally.
go zoom, zoom, zoom in the class. So they have their own mind and their own, plays which they create on their own, and they're very happy about it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll
Yeah.
give you another example. This is
Yeah.
just happened yesterday. So Hiba, my wife, she was playing with Sana as well,
Yeah.
and then let's say she they're putting like the toys around what we call it a doll, right?
Yeah.
And then she puts, let's say, something near to the doll, and Sana, she took it and she said, "No, not here, here." And Hiba told me she moved it only 1 inch, but in her mind, she's imagining a lot of things because
Yeah.
that, let's say, that car, that Lego, it doesn't fit here. It has to move
Yeah.
just 1 inch, and
Yeah.
it's good because
Yes.
she painted a very nice picture in her
Yes.
imagination.
Yes.
And I love this. And
Yes.
this is again where my brother-in-law, like a couple of days ago, he said, oh my God, Khaled, because you really take like you and your wife, you take the playing to the next level and ask her a lot of
Yes.
questions. Now we grow through imagination,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And this is amazing.
Yes. Yes, it
Awesome.
is.
Okay, let me ask you the next question. As an ECE in a class, okay, what is the important to learn through a play, like an academic way? Like, I mean, when you
Yeah.
put goals for each one of them.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay. Coming to the academic part, learning through play helps. I will not say that the whole day, 5 hours, 6 hours, should be learning through play. There should be instructive learning also, where the teacher is giving instructions. But 1 hour or 1.5 hour, 2 hours, the child should have learning through play, which is you give them the material. It's an open-ended learning. Open-ended learning means you are going to put up questions and they are going to answer with the material, whatever you're giving them. Right? It's going to nurture the imagination they have. Nurturing the imagination means you are boosting the ideas they have in their mind. Right? You're just helping. Yeah, you're just helping them to come out. Once you start giving them instructions, a lot of instructions, the ideas stay inside, right? It stays in a box. It won't come outside. But once you ask them questions, it's okay. Okay, tell me. Okay, very nice. You have to use words like these. I like it. I like it. I like it that you're thinking. Okay, you're thinking out of the box. So the child feels confidence. So you are doing a lot of things at one point, boosting self-confidence, nurturing imagination. They feel I can, problem solving, cognitive skills, so social skills. So you'll see a lot of new words in their vocabulary. Oh, red, I see a firefighter in a red dress. So there are a lot, just an example. So they might feel that red is just not an apple. I can see a firefighter also. I can see a fire truck also. So you'll see that in a constructive classroom, the teacher will always have open-ended questions, learning through play. She can give them Play-Doh. Okay, make something which you've learned today. You might think of the lesson you've taught, but they might make something else which they're learning through today,
Yes.
right?
Yes. And it's always happening,
Yes,
right?
that happens,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
if they're making a Halloween pumpkin, and if they're making it red instead of orange, they might have a story to tell you why they are making the pumpkin red, right? And you have to let it happen for a certain time. That after a certain time, you have to give them instructions that it's orange and not red, but you have to listen to the story behind it.
That's amazing. You know what?
Yeah.
This is a very amazing point that let them start with a story
Yes.
behind it. And then if
Yes.
there is some type of correction, some type,
Yes.
because if you just immediately jump in, you're just
Yes.
blocking the way. Let
Yes.
them imagine it, let them let it out, and
If
then
you
you guide it
interrupt,
again.
yeah, if you interrupt, they'll have a fear of talking to you the next time. And don't create that fear. Even as a parent, as an educator, don't create that fear. You need to have that equation between a child and yourself, that he
Yes,
can talk.
totally.
Yeah.
Totally. You know what? The reason I asked this question is because I believe 2 months ago, like we received feedback from ECEs inside our communities that they inside the UKU Mighty Network community, and they requested that we create a preparation activity, a preparation guide, and we called it exactly UKU, the Ultimate Activities Prep Guide. So basically, we are giving a worksheet where we are to ECEs, so they can create a play with the kids with a lot of open-ended questions, right? And it's directed and with some instructions, so they can really achieve, let's say, social skills, emotional skills, etc. Right, like all of that. Now, since then, since 2 months ago, we've been like really working very hard on it, and we end up creating 365 activities that we will share with our community every day. Like, so you every day of the year
Every
you're
day you
gonna
have something for
you
your,
have different
yeah.
activity.
Yeah.
Right.
These are the resources which we want, which ECEs are looking for, or maybe parents are also looking for, because parents are so busy these days. It's a little difficult making activities for your kids. So something like this can be a big help.
Oh, totally. And to be honest, like the reason it took 2 months to build it, it's because we collected so many ideas from ECEs, so we
Yes,
can create them, right?
yes,
So they've been created by like-minded people who know
right.
how to create activities,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah,
And we have
yeah.
it done. And I believe next week, what is the next Monday? Let me just see. So December 6th is where we are going to start sharing them on weekly basis. I'm sorry, on
Okay,
daily basis,
okay.
right? It's gonna be like just so good and amazing.
Yes,
Awesome. Okay, so let me just go to the next question if you want.
yes, yes.
Okay, what is the connection between play and learning from your own perspective as an EC?
The connection between, learning and playway method is a child learns to imitate adults. You know, uh, imitate adults, learn things quick, and learn things on his or her own choice. They have a choice if they want to learn or if they don't want to learn it. For example, um, okay, you are brushing your teeth and you are telling your daughter, okay, you have to brush your teeth today, and you are being very loud, and the environment is not nice, she's not liking it. No, I don't want to brush my teeth, and she's crying and she doesn't want to go to sleep. The next day, when you try and you're brushing your teeth and you give her a choice, do you want to come and see how daddy is brushing his teeth? She might take that option and she wants to learn, right? And if you build a story, or she has a giraffe brush, oh, look at the giraffe, he wants to come and play with you to look at. So she might, that's learning through play. A very small example with our daily life.
Well, this is
Okay.
amazing example. This
Yeah,
is amazing example that you are giving them the power of choice and
right.
showing them how you yourself or the toys doing it so they can
And
start. Oh, go ahead.
exactly, and a connection with learning and play. If I have 18 children in my class, 17 might learn a concept through a different thing, and one might learn that the same concept through a different technique. So I'll have to sit with him. I'll have to make toys and everything. Oh, do you see this dinosaur? He's telling you to learn ABC today. Do you want to learn ABC? No, I'm not. No, I'm not in the mood to learn ABC. It's fine if but the child is expressing that he's not in the mood. So, that's how you get to know feelings. Learning through play and learning, they have a big connection. You might see after 5 minutes that the child is talking to the dinosaur that, yes, okay, tell me how to, right?
You know what?
Yeah,
This is a very nice example. Do you know why? Because this is the first time I hear it that if you see the child resist, they don't want to learn the alphabet, you
yeah,
are pretending that the dinosaur also they don't want to learn the alphabet
yeah.
for now
It's
because they are doing this. Yeah,
give them 5 or 10 minutes. You as adults also need some time. There are some days when you don't want to work. It's a bad day. I don't want to get up. I don't want to work. So they also have same days, right? So give them child friendly material. Give them something which they like. If you know that a child likes dinosaurs in the class, give him a dinosaur to play. He is going to play with it for 5 and 10 minutes, and he's going to come back to you that, okay, now, Miss Pakhi, I'm ready. I want to sit and I want to learn, right? So, yeah, it's not forcing yourself. Learning through play is you do not force yourself on anybody, even on your coworker. Even on your coworker, it's not for your kids. Even on your coworker, you are not instructing them or you're not guiding them. You're just taking help. You have a team which is helping kids to learn in a better way, right?
that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's absolutely awesome. I love that example. I
yeah.
you just remind me. I was laughing because like you just remind me one day, I was like trying to let's say like, brush her teeth. So I
Yeah,
asked her brush her teeth, and she's no. Okay, the next day brush her
yeah.
teeth. Oh, I'm so sleepy. I don't want to. And then like I was brushing my teeth, and Hiba next to me, my wife, and so I told Senna, if you brush your teeth, I'll give you chocolate.
Yeah. See, so you made a mistake. How can it help? Brushing your teeth and then giving her the chocolate. So it's the same thing.
And this is the reason I was laughing. But yeah, I just
Yeah,
wanted to share this one out there. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So let's go to the next question, please.
Yeah.
Okay, this is very important one, which is we do a lot, and I always highly advise all the parents to do it as well. How does pretend play help the children learning?
Yeah.
The make
So,
believe play is amazing. It has a huge power, right?
yes.
Okay, you go ahead, take the lead for that.
Yeah. So pretend play helps your child understand the power of language, right? Language plays a huge role. When a child starts talking, he's learning new words, he's starting to express, I am sad, I am happy, he doesn't know what confused means. I am angry, right? When your child engages in pretend play or dramatic play, which is imitating adults or imitating other kids, right? You can see doll houses, or so that's pretend play, where the child is cooking or he's acting like a teacher, he's wearing his specs, and so pretending to be a teacher or maybe a doctor someday. So that's pretend play, and they are learning a lot of language skills. Language skills is always connected with cognitive skills. Cognitive skills are the ideas you have in your brain, and language is the way through it, the way they can express it, right? So they have a connection. Also, social and emotional roles of life. They learn that doctor is helping me to get fine, I was sick. So recognizing roles of people in the society. Okay, mama is always in the kitchen, she's cooking, daddy is always outside, he's earning. So but you have to break the barriers, you have to help them in that dramatic play, how you can help them to learn new things. Okay, daddy's come from outside, let's take our shoes off and put it on the shoe rack. It's a very small example, but you can also do pretend play with them, right? So that they can learn small things. The next time you'll see, they'll take out your shoes and they'll put it on the shoe rack themselves,
Yes.
right? But if you give them instructions, you have to take out your shoes right here and put them, right? Yeah, they won't be comfortable with you the next time.
Well, I have an example here, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I have an example. I realized like it was amazing. I believe you already teach the kids how
Yeah.
they put their jacket on. So they
Yes.
put it on a floor and then they
Yes.
flip it all the
Yes.
way, right? Like they
Yes.
do it.
Yes. Yes. That's how they do it.
Basically, if you ask any child at that young age to put the jacket on, they always ask for your help to do it. But
Yes.
if you, the minute whoever discovered that way to flip it,
Yes.
I'm not sure that genius.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a fun for them, so they always put it
Yes.
there and they show off even in front of other kids, right?
You have to
Right.
make everything fun.
Yes.
You have
Oh,
to
that's
make
awesome.
everything interesting, right? They've just come into this world, they are exploring. It's your house is a playground for them. They want to explore, they want to touch everything, but yes, that should be adult supervision. Also, through cooperative play, they learn how to take turns, take responsibility, you know creatively problem solve. Creatively problem solve means they might have a very different idea of problem solving, right?
Can we elaborate on one at a time? Okay,
Yeah.
so the problem solving, we're gonna come to it. But when you
Yeah.
said they're gonna take turn, we are talking right now about pretend play.
Yes.
So you think that we can guide them to take turn between
Yes.
them
Yes.
and the toy, like
Yes.
so
So
they and the dinosaur. Yeah,
I'll
go
give
ahead.
you an example.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. Yeah.
So I have my son, and he's a single child right now, and he's so used to having things to himself that he doesn't share. That's what I've noticed very recently. So now what we have started doing is, okay, right now this is Kabir's turn, and now it's Mama's turn, right? So I have, oh, he wants to snatch the toy, he wants to, no, this is my toy, I want to keep it to myself. But till the time I won't teach him that I also have a turn. Okay, now the third aspect is I'll keep a toy. Okay, now Bunny has his turn. So he learn how to take turns. Okay, so he needs to share his things with Mama and Papa also. If you're having a chocolate, okay, Kabir, now share it with Mama and Papa. So taking turns, you are not to yourself.
Nice. So you are
Cooperating with others.
Awesome. Yes, and
right?
you are using the power of imagination because
Yes,
even Bunny,
yes.
he needs his turn.
You need to have
Or
a
they need to.
character always, just like your website. You need
Yes,
to have a character always to teach them because they're not
yes,
big enough to understand adult instructions. That's why
yes.
you have made so many characters in your stories and everything, right? They understand better when
Totally.
a person of their age tries to have a conversation with them. They understand better.
Yes, let me just explain it for our audience in case of some of them this is their first time coming here. I'll share right now while I'm talking. I'll share here on the screen where maybe here. I'll share that we in all of our activities we just didn't create normal activities, right? We have specific characters from all genders and from all skin colors and all cultures that they show up in inside each activity, right? So the kids can see themselves inside the character, and then we also created the character who can talk, right? Like
And yeah, I love it. I
yeah,
love that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that connection built the make believe and the
Yes.
imagination, and this is
Yes.
the reason we invested so much time to create these characters.
Yes.
Awesome.
So you
Okay.
need to
Yeah.
make that character so close to that child. So if you have that character named Nikki, okay, so next time the child is gonna say himself or herself, okay, Mama, let Nikki take her turn, and then I'm gonna, you know, so taking turns. So that character helps, or any, even if you are being a friend that day. So okay, Mama is going to take that turn, and then your child. So taking turns, creative play,
Yes.
learning through play. Creative play means one day they might be a doctor, the next day they might be the nurse, you know.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you are assuming your child that he was only observing the doctor? No, he was also observing the nurse. So that's creative play. He might draw something on the board. It might sound, or you might see it as a circle, but no, it's not a circle. It's a rock which he
Yes.
saw in the park. So
Yes.
it can be
Yes.
anything,
Well,
learning. Yeah,
here is my feedback. We as parents or as an ECEs,
yeah,
we have the power to take all of that imagination to the next level if we have invest some time to go and play with them, right? Because the kids have the ultimate imagination. They just need someone to guide them through it. And you can build a huge story out of it, especially when you ask open-ended questions. So I like my advice to all parents that invest some time, take that 10 minute and go sit with them on their eye level. Let's just sit down with them and do that tea party, let's say, right? And do and play that you are the doctor and they are the patient, and then like vice
yeah,
versa, they are the
yes,
seller, you are the customer. So you
yeah,
can take it to the next level,
yes,
absolutely, but we have to also book that in our time because we are
yes,
always busy and they
yes,
are playing around, and when they're gonna come
exactly.
show us, oh daddy, look at
Yeah,
this, and we tell okay, not now, maybe after 5 minutes, you're
yeah,
shutting them
yes,
off. No, spend
yes,
some time.
yes,
That's
yes,
gonna take it to the next level.
yes. Materials, you can buy a lot of materials and give it to the child. What he needs is your time,
Totally.
yeah. So
And the materials like surprisingly are cheap. Go to the dollar store and you
yes,
see
I
so much.
know. Yes,
It's very
I've got
cheap.
a lot of things from dollar store, and a lot of things you'll find in your living room, in your kitchen, in your washroom.
Totally.
You'll find a lot of things. Water
Yes.
play, you have a tub in your washroom. Sand play, you have it outside in summers,
Yes, I have
right?
a joke here to share. When I was a kid, we used to always see like these big brands, Toys R Us, and all of these big brands that we want to buy that toy that let's say costs $30, right? So when I have these three kids, I always try to teach them that we don't have to go there. We can go with a dollar store. Okay, not because you don't have the money or you don't want to spend it. It's because there is no reason to go a big brand if you can buy the similar toy from a dollar store. And the joke here, you end up paying the same at the dollar store.
Exactly, exactly. And
You
you
pay
end
the
up
same $30.
and you end up buying so many things, which you don't need at that
You
point.
don't need it at the time.
Yeah.
Just it's cheap.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's move to the next question.
Yes.
Okay. So how we as parent as a ECEs, how we can support the child in a play. So basically we almost touch base on that, but if
Yeah.
you have any more elaboration,
Yeah.
let's answer this question that came from our community.
Yeah. So discussing about learning and asking questions. I've discussed this before. Sharing information about their interest. Sharing information about their interest will mean that you won't be telling them that you're sharing or asking them questions. It's just you who knows it, right? So if they are playing with a Play-Doh one day, or if they're playing with a car, maybe they have seen something outside. Oh, how do you see a truck here? Yes, I see a yellow truck. Where did you see it? So they are going to tell you the story. Yeah, today while coming home I saw a truck outside, and blah blah blah, and whatever. So you get to know where the story comes from. Okay, providing material to the child which can help in social cognitive. We have
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, done
Almost,
this.
it's almost the same point that
And
we just
the
mentioned, but
main
based
thing
on
is playing with the child. You have to play. You have to come down at their level. Be it an ECE, be it a parent, you have to come down there to their level, right? Because they can't come to your level, of course, right?
they
So
always see it from their own perspective. But if you
exactly.
go down to the same level and you play at the
Yes.
same level, it's so much difference, by the way.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So I was, for example, I was helping my child to see the Christmas story, and Netflix, I had this movie playing on the TV, and he was literally bored and trying to sleep. But then the next day, I got dollar store. I got a book from the dollar store. So it has a lot of pictures. And he is flipping, and he's so excited to see so many colors and things. So
Yes.
the same activity, you made it interesting through a different
Absolutely.
video.
Absolutely.
So
You were
giving
watching,
them the
as of out of curiosity, out of the topic, you were
yeah.
watching the new Home Alone.
Yes. Yes.
We were watching it like 2 days
Yes.
ago as a family movie. We
Yes.
just gathered everybody.
Yes. Yes. I was.
It's interesting, by the way, the movie. It's
Yes.
interesting that it's all based on that
Yes.
misunderstanding that happened,
Yes. So
and it has that type of happy
last
ending.
year I saw the previous Home Alone.
Yes.
And so this year, my son is a little bit bigger, 1 year elder. So I thought, let's watch this one. But they need their own material. There are times when he needs his cocoa melon, but that was not the right time. So, as an adult, you need to understand, okay, so the material I'm providing right now is not right. He's not in that mood. You need to recognize that also.
This is what's fascinating about it, because like we are going to make mistakes. Nobody is perfect, not as a teacher, not as a parent. So it's okay, just learn from it, absorb it. As long as we absorb, we can just create the better playing, the better environment, let's call it, for them the next time.
Right. So if I taught my son his body parts playing Simon Says, that's very interesting. Yeah, Simon Says, touch your head. So, and if I make him sit, where is your head? He's gonna forget it the next day, because that was not how play-based learning was.
Yeah.
It was not in an interesting way how he should have learned. So Simon Says, touch your nose. So now he knows nose, ears. You know,
Nice.
interesting ways,
I
playway
totally agree.
methods.
I
Yeah,
totally agree. I also have
yeah,
one feedback that happened
yeah,
just before 10 a.m. Before I come here.
yeah.
I was upstairs, and Sana, she wanted to play, and she was saying to everybody, she was saying, "I want to play outside." But it's a snowing day right now. So Lema and Farouk, my other daughter and son, they said, "Oh, we don't want to go outside right now. It's cold." And Sana immediately she said, "We pretend." Immediately
Yeah,
she said, "We pretend." And then surprisingly, while I'm just preparing my coffee for the
yeah,
show, I just realized that they put a song from Super Simple Learning where they're
yeah.
gonna say, "Put out your hats, let's
Ah,
go outside, hurry
right,
up, hurry up."
right,
I will just put a link for it here. So
right.
they were literally putting everything that they want outside as a pretend play inside, and
Exactly.
Senna
Yeah.
asked for it. That's super amazing.
Yes, yes, they do
Right?
it all the time. See, to your surprise, they surprise us a
Absolutely.
lot of time. Yeah,
I totally agree. Totally
yeah,
agree. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
yes,
Okay, let's talk about the outdoor play
yeah,
and how important it is for the learning through play, please. The
yeah,
outdoor. Yeah.
yeah. So in Canada, the weather is, very cold. So outdoor play is
Well,
a little, but they
let me
love
before
playing in the
before
snow.
before
But
let me
yeah,
interrupt, please. Okay, so when I came to Canada, I came
yeah,
to Canada from Syria. Okay,
yeah,
and we used to say it's very cold when it's 10 degrees. 10 degrees. It's
Yeah,
freezing for us. Okay. And
I
we
know,
put
I
all
know.
of the winter clothes. I
Yeah.
believe you're in India almost the same. It
Yes,
depends on
same,
where you are in the
same,
country.
same.
So I spent, I believe, almost 2.5 years
Yeah,
trying to avoid winter. And
right,
during the winter, which is wrong, well,
right,
and
right,
back then I had Lama and Farouk. So and I was trying to avoid winter. And even if we want to go to outside, we
right.
go to the mall, we go to
Yeah,
indoor playground,
yeah,
and then after maybe like 2.5 years,
yeah.
Canada, they opened the door to come for the refugees,
Right, right.
and I was connected with so many
Yeah,
local Canadian,
right.
and then immediately they start asking these families to come and play outside, and immediately I told them, but it's very cold, and then they
Yeah,
said, Khalid, we have fun and we make
yeah.
fun out of that snow.
Exactly. Yes.
So use the environment, even if
Right.
it's rough a little bit for you.
Exactly.
Make the
Right.
most out of it. Have fun with
Yes.
it. And since
Yes.
that day, you
Yeah.
have no idea. My
Yes.
mindset changed. I go
Yes.
enjoy. I don't want to go to a restaurant. I go enjoy running on the
Exactly.
grass
Outside. Right.
just
Right.
outside.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
we go enjoy to play with rocks, not just
Right.
a playground, right?
Right.
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 All of that came just because I switched this small mindset, and I
Right.
realized how much I was just blocking my kids of having all of that fun,
Exactly. So
right?
this happened with me. I'll share a
Yes,
very
go
nice
ahead.
example. Yeah. So I was on my field placement doing ECE from Humber. And it was very cold, snowing, and I had my hat on. I had just come from India, so it was too cold for me. And I was literally about to cry, and I had my hands like this, right? So my co-teacher or my supervisor, she told me, once you start having fun with the kids, or once you start playing with the kids, you will not feel cold as much as you're feeling cold right now, standing in one place. And the next day I tried. I started running around with them, playing with them. And I could not feel that snow for an hour. Yeah, it was cold, but yeah, they had paints in snow. So they were painting things in snow. It was very nice seeing them. Watercolors. So they were splashing watercolors in the snow. And it was so colorful and everything. Yeah, they were allowed to do that.
Yes, but
And they were not feeling cold
this
at
is my
all.
feet. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, they were not feeling cold at all. So encouraging your young child to explore outside play is extremely beneficial and necessary for their development.
This is my feedback. So we don't have to
Yeah,
say in Canada, oh, we have a small outdoor play because we have snow. No, go and have
yeah,
fun. To go
exactly.
make the snowman, make the colorful
Yeah,
with the snow color, all of that. Absolutely, go ahead, keep going.
yeah.
I
So
love it.
outdoor play helps them to learn lots about, ever-changing environment.
That's
Okay,
amazing,
caterpillar,
amazing
a
metaphor.
caterpillar and a butterfly, right? Do you see? Yeah. So they see things growing. Okay, the leaf was this tiny. Now it's big and green. In autumn it's going to be orange. Now there's no leaf in winter. So you see a proper life cycle of a leaf, and you don't have to teach it, right? Teaching as in teaching, making them sit and teach. Yeah, but they can see it. So outdoor play helps them to learn lots about the environment, gives them the opportunity to use their whole body. And gross motor skills. Gross motor skills are the large muscles which we have. Fine motor skills are the small ones, right? Kicking, running, holding things, you know so that can help in gross motor skills. Collecting things, today, look, Pakhi ma'am or Miss Pakhi, I collected different rocks today, so that they can be different size, they can be different colors, they can be different textures. So it helps in gross motor. Touching, smelling snow, smelling leaves. Or if it's summers, they can go outside, and summers are beautiful in Canada. So I don't have to say that. So, if you have a pond nearby, they can see, oh, you have a water body here. Can you tell me the other water bodies you have around? Sea, river, asking questions through outdoor play. So they have a lot of answers to tell you. Okay, whether it's messy play, creative, role play, anything can happen. Yes. Yes. So, Yeah, outside can be anything, dramatic play, and you don't have to give the materials. Nature has given them so much material outside, right? So don't be 1 hour every day. It's a rule in Canada that they have to play outside, till the time it's not -30, -40. But these rules are made thinking about the development of a child, right? Just the way you're telling me in Syria and in India, I used to sit in my class for 8 hours, just a half an hour lunch break, and that half an hour used to be, I just need to have my lunch for 5 minutes and go outside. They want to go outside, they want to explore. They're kids. If you keep them tied up in a classroom, they're not going to use this. You
Yes.
need to give their brain space to think and learn.
And outdoor play just to provide an infinite amount of
Yes,
material to play.
yes,
Like,
yes.
and every child can see everything differently.
Yes, one
Depends
day
on
you
their
see
imagination.
one day you see snow. Some days you see a rainbow. You see
Yeah,
rain. You see different seasons: autumn, summers,
yeah,
spring, flowers, colors. There's so much to teach through outdoor play, and nature has given you so much material. You don't
totally.
have to take it, right? So, as a teacher, as a parent, make a box inside your house. Okay, so this is the collection box. Today you've collected something, come and put this inside this box.
Yes.
So
This is a
at the
great
end,
advice. This is a
yeah,
great advice to do it because we take them as we go, but we don't collect them.
yeah,
But when you collect them, you reinforce the fact, you
yeah,
reinforce the learning just
yeah.
because they remember that we collected this from
So
that
today
place.
when you go to the Waterloo Park, if you tell your 3-year-old to collect something, she might, and put it in a box, and after 10 days she'll tell you the whole story what she did in Waterloo
Oh my
Park.
God. Oh my God. This is just so good. I'm gonna start
Yeah,
adding it in my family. So we're gonna
yeah,
get boxes for everybody and we
yeah.
start collecting as we go. This is
Yeah,
amazing.
give it to your all your 3 children, and even if she has a rock, she'll tell you the whole story, how much fun she had in Waterloo Park. Daddy, you remember we went to that park and I collected this, and it was a snowy day, and she'll tell you the whole story.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so amazing. You know what? The problem that we are facing right now, I have to give a feedback here. The
Yeah.
problem is this. When we have these
Yeah.
smart devices, we are just as, especially as parents, we are
I know.
thinking that we are capturing the moment. And
Yes.
this is, we have two problems. Number
Yeah.
one, we
Yeah.
are missing the actual present of the moment
Exactly.
because we try to capture it.
Yes.
Number two, by
Yes.
collecting the real material, not
Yes.
just photo, it makes a
Yes.
huge difference.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God, this is just
Yes.
so good.
Yes.
Wow.
And when I was using my phone, so now my son has started imitating me.
Yeah.
He's swiping and he's skipping the ad in YouTube. So I thought, no, this is not right.
Yes.
I am not giving right guidance to my child. This is
Yes.
not
You
right.
know what? I receive also this feedback a lot from
Yeah.
ECEs. They said like so much. I believe we talked about it like 2 days ago, me and you, when I told you that they always see that the kids know how to swipe and
Yeah.
click, but they
Yes.
don't know how to hold the pen or
Yes.
crayon or,
Yes.
or, or
Yes.
coloring pencil.
Yes.
And they really would love to enforce this fact to try to
Exactly.
have different activities. And by
Yes.
the way, we took that feedback very, very seriously, and we created so
Yes.
many activities for starting from a simple drawing one line
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
handwriting practice
Yeah.
because they don't know how to hold it,
Yes. They don't know
but
how to
they're
hold.
very, good at this,
Yes.
and this is a
Yes.
problem.
Yes. Yes. Now it's become a problem.
Totally, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Do you have any other point about this point, or should we go to the next question?
Yeah. Next question, please.
Okay. I believe this is going to be the last question I received from the community. What are
Yeah.
some activities we can give a child to learn through play? Let me just, before you answer that, I believe for everybody who is watching now, you also absolutely, you are welcome to join our community, and we are going to share so many activities
Yes.
again once every day. But I would love to that you can give us some examples, right, from your own experience as well.
Yes.
Go
Yes.
ahead, give me some examples.
So there are a lot of examples. I've been teaching from the last 8 years. So, we used to do baking in the class, you know, um, when it was Christmas time. So baking doesn't mean that the child is near the oven or it has adult supervision, but yes. So, but it has the ingredients in the class. So while baking, they used to, okay, Miss Pakhi, can you make my cupcake green? Or can you make my cupcake red? So, adding food colors, and, they're learning the name of ingredients. Okay, this is flour, this is whisker, this is a bowl, this is baking soda, or, whatever. Baking soda is a little difficult for them to say, but yeah, big children can say it. 6-year-olds, my 8-year-old nephew, he bakes now. So that's how his mother also taught him. We saw that he has interest in baking because he used to see that show, Canadian baking show on Netflix. So one day he said, I want to bake. So yeah, and my brother said, no, you're too small to bake. But the mother said, okay, let's go bake. And they had all the material, and now he started helping also his mom,
Wow. At
household
this young
chores.
age,
Yes.
just because
Yeah.
they allowed him to do it,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Okay, I need to give two feedback here, please.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
number one, like I personally really love to let the kids try to play a messy play inside the
Yes.
kitchen.
Yes.
Okay, even though like we always as a parent we think about like the mess and how we're gonna clean it, and it's always happen with the flour, let's say, like a lot of big mess, some sugar, the eggs, when they really they don't know how to crack it, they just crack it this way, and it's more slimy. The point is, when you are okay with that mess that's gonna happen before like before the fact, before the play, when you are okay with that, you will be surprised how this will improve all of their personality and all of their playing after 2 or 3 years. You might just ignite a very nice or turn on or
And
light a very nice candle that's
it's
gonna be
sensory. Sensory is
totally.
when you touch, that touch feel, you need that. So you
Yes,
are helping
yes,
your child to have so many developing abilities at one time: social, cognitive, sensory, and
totally.
fine motor. Yeah.
Yes, yes. The second feedback I want to give
Yeah.
is also, just because you touch base about cooking, we have a special character that she is a teacher and she's a cook, right? And we received a lot of feedback from ECEs that they wanted to us to create for them a visual recipe. Okay, so the kids can just see the images and they say, oh, this is the coloring, the color grid, the color green, and then we put it on site on the cake, and now we learn it. So basically, by the way, I also gonna share some of it here today, where we are going to share visual recipes for you as an ACE. You can read it, and for them they can just see the ingredients and
Yes,
the
and they
steps.
connect on their own. They try to make that connection on their own.
I
So
totally agree. I tried it so many times and
yeah,
it's phenomenal. Like the
yeah,
visual recipe,
yeah,
it's amazing because they just memorize it visually.
exactly. So
That's
visual,
awesome.
yeah.
Yes, that's awesome. Okay, give us another example of different type
Yeah,
of play. Yeah.
so I gave you an example from outdoor play, collecting leaves and everything. So
Yes, I
that can be
love
one
this.
example. Yeah,
I love it.
try go outside with your child, have a walk, and she might end up collecting so many things,
Totally.
especially
I
in summer. Yeah,
Yes, I will add one more. I also received it as a feedback. The Play-Doh. Okay, so basically, you're gonna be surprised. Next, I believe after 2 weeks, we are going to share it. So basically, we are going right now to film a Play-Doh playing, and then we found an app where after you create the shape, let's say you created a car, a dinosaur, whatever, you take a photo of that, like with your phone, and then that character that you created, the dinosaur, whatever, you can move it right now. You can it become to life, right? And you can move it and make it jump and collect some stars and coins, and it's very fun. So we are going to create a special video for that, and then
these
I will share it
resources are
also with
going
the
to be very
community.
nice. Yeah, these resources are very nice for educators and parents.
It's just so
We
good,
need
so good
it
because you
because,
start. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, because we're growing with technology, and we have to be friendly with our children, so we need such material which is
Well,
tech tech friendly also and child friendly also.
Here we go. Okay, so let's get back to this point. So you were talking about we're talking about how we can take advantage of the smart devices, right?
Yes.
And we are going to create like a very good educational and what we call it entertaining apps.
Yes.
So we can, because this is part of their life, right? So we want to
Exactly.
take advantage of that. So this is
Exactly.
an app that we created. It's called UKU AR. I'll show it to you. Okay. So it's a free, and look what we did. This is also will be shared in the next 2 weeks with the community. So look what's gonna happen. So you create, press start. Now you're gonna see my green screen in the back because I have a green screen. And right now, this app is, there is a camera right now, right? It's gonna look at me, and all you have to do is to show the app, the camera, the barcode, and now you have augmented. Let me just show it to you. So I have a barcode here. You show it to the camera, and then you see shape. This is like one of the shapes. Let me just see if I have another shape. Here. There
Oh
we go.
yeah. Yes. 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 Yeah.
So after we created this, and it's for free, by the way. After we
Okay.
created it, I did a scavenger hunting
Yeah.
game
Yeah.
where I was hiding these inside the woods, and the kids have to take with their parents. They have to
Yeah.
take the phone and they go, and then whenever they found the clue, they
Yeah.
open it, they find these inside, and then they
Yeah.
scan it, and we called it Shapes Scavenger
Scavenger
Hunt
hunt. See,
or Shape. And they were
it's such a
learning
nice.
about the shape,
Yeah.
right?
It's such a nice game and interesting.
Yes, I
And
will
tech
share it.
friendly. Yeah.
Yeah, I will share it even with you. I will share all of
Yes.
these codes so you can just play it at home with the kids. I
Yes.
did it even in my home when we hid these like inside the fridge, like under
Yeah.
the mat,
Yes.
under the pillow, and we were playing all the time to learn about the shape.
Exactly. See, so that's learning through play,
That's amazing. That's
right?
amazing. We have
Yeah.
we have such a blessing time that we can mix this technology, take advantage of it,
Exactly.
and our imagination, and we take it to the next level. All we care again, you need to provide the time. You need to book your time,
Exactly. Yes.
right? To be
Yes.
with them,
Yes.
okay? To be there
Exactly.
for them, right?
And every day you'll have hundreds of examples like this that
Yes.
you did. You remember
How
so
do you?
many
And this is the
examples.
first time you see it. How do you like it?
Yeah. And it's very nice. Yeah,
Awesome.
it's really nice. Interactive. Anything which is interactive, it's nice.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm happy to hear that. Okay. Any other points here, or should we just go to action points?
Yeah, action points, please.
Okay. Give me a few action points. Let's wrap up this call with a few action points from your end, if you may. Let's make them like a very straight, so we can write them down,
Yeah.
and then we try to take advantage of these of the
Yeah.
knowledge here.
So, action points as adults or as educators, you need to discuss the environment with your child. That's the first thing. You need a proper discussion. And discussion is not a 1 or 2 hour discussion. It has to be 2 minutes, 3 minutes, but in intervals.
You mean preparing them before the
Yes,
play or during the play? You are talking.
during
You
the
are.
play, after the play, even if it's after the play. After the play means if you have baked the cupcakes, okay, how do you like the cupcakes? Yeah, daddy, it was nice. What all did you have in it? So then she'll tell you, we had flour, we had sprinklers. She'll tell you hundreds of things that you did. Okay, did you do the baking on in the microwave or in the oven? So she'll say, no, daddy, that was in the oven. So discussing the activity later on, right? So that is brainstorming, helping the child to think about what she has done,
Yes.
and having answered a lot of questions.
Yeah. So the question basically guiding them through that imagination
Yeah,
work.
and
Okay.
learning new activities.
Yeah.
If you're seeing your child that he or she loves playing with Play-Doh, so one day you can give them a simple activity. The other day you can make it a little complex. Then the third day you give them a new challenge. The other day you can give them a new shape from the dollar store, and see what they can make with it. So giving them challenges slowly, not the first day itself. So helping them explore the material they have. right? That's what you have to do. You have to sit with them on that table, on that coloring table, on that Play-Doh table. You have to go outside. So as adults, we have to make that effort. Learning through play won't happen that you give them the material and you're cooking. Okay, they
For
are
them.
learning through play. No, you have to sit with them. You have to ask
I
questions.
totally agree. I
You have
totally
to
agree.
boost their imagination,
Yep.
helping them recognize how to follow instructions, right? I can give you an example. Okay, if you are vacuuming your house, right, and your child is playing, so you need to help them understand that they need to tidy up before you vacuum. So there's a song, clean up, everybody, everywhere, clean up, everybody do your share. And you make a bin and she puts in all the toys and then you vacuum. You are giving instructions that when I am vacuuming, you need to tidy up. So the next time they'll understand that, okay, Papa is trying to vacuum. So now it's time to tidy up. Right?
So you are basically linking two steps together
Right.
or in order, so they
Right.
know that we do this and then we do that, right?
And
Okay.
you can put it as, okay, help daddy, come on. So they feel very proud of themselves that I'm
Awesome.
helping daddy, cleaning the house. And when when the family is sitting, you need to tell, you need to appreciate that, oh, today she helped me clean the house and I was vacuuming and she was tidying up. They feel proud of themselves that, yes, I was helping my daddy in household chores. So that's all.
Totally.
Yeah,
That's
so these
awesome.
are some action plans which I feel are very important from our side.
Yes. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah,
And again, we will absolutely share a lot of activities for the
yeah,
different ideas. Like this is exactly our plan, that we can share a new idea with you every day over the year. That's going to be like a lot of ideas by the end of the year, right? Like you're just gonna have a lot. Okay, and this is what I love about having you on the show. That because every person, every ECE, you have your own perspective to that, right? And we when we get that through a life examples, it's really empowering everybody with starting from your own perspective, from your own experience.
and
That's amazing.
during COVID, you are at home, you need your child to have play way learning.
Well, you know what? I let me add my feedback on this one. I realized that during COVID we have two type of scenarios. One of them where the parents are very frustrated and they are really becoming like a little bit angry, and they are what we call it. They are like just expressing their anger or frustration inside the house into the kids. The other parent took advantage of that. The other scenario, they took advantage. I'm here anyway, so why not building bond with my kids? Why not really be there for them and take advantage? And I am one of them. I realized that yes, COVID year was extremely hard, but
Yeah, but you will never get this time with your children again.
one of the benefits is I build bond like no other year with my kids. We become so much friend because we have the time. And I decided to be there with them and playing with them and be there for them, right? Jennifer, and everybody frustrated. I totally agree. I totally respect that. But also the kids are also frustrated. They don't go outside as
Exactly.
much.
Be
So
there, be there for them. Have a movie night, have a painting session, have a outdoor walk. You will never get this time back you have with your kids.
yeah, it
And
was
online educators like us, if you have resources like these, so it's gonna be very easy. If you have 365 activities for a year, so it's gonna be easy. Yeah.
awesome. You know what? COVID year, as much as it's hard, it's a blessing if you took advantage of it, right? So yeah, well, thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you so much. It was a
It's
pleasure
been
being here.
awesome here. It's an honor to have you
Yeah.
here. And guys, this is your host, Khalid Farouk Hayek with Urban Kids Universe. And until next time, make your kids' life a masterpiece. Cheers. Bye.
Bye-bye.